Picture this. It's early morning. Elaine sits in her favorite chair by the window, sunlight warming her face. She's 72. A soft blanket rests on her knees. In her hands, a photo album. She turns each page slowly, smiling at memories, birthdays, vacations, the day her grandson was born. She sighs, not sadly, but with peace. She still feels curious about life, still alive in a way that matters. And quietly, she wonders, how much longer can I feel this good? That simple question, how much time do I have left to embrace, lives inside many of us, especially as we grow older. But what if, gently, without fear, our body and choices whispered clues? What if science had found subtle signs, soft indicators, that tell us how well we might live beyond 70? Let's begin with something simple. Walking. Not fast. Not for exercise. Just your normal pace. Did you know scientists call walking speed the sixth vital sign? Research shows it reflects more than just mobility. It connects to your heart, your brain, your independence. Studies found that people who walk just a little bit faster, like 3 feet per second, tend to live longer. Not because they push themselves, but because their bodies are in quiet balance. So the next time you take a walk to the garden, to the mailbox, or around the block, feel your rhythm. Celebrate that you're still moving with purpose. Now think about laughter. Not forced, but that deep, natural laugh that rises when you're with people you love. Emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back from stress, is another powerful sign. People who recover well from life's little bumps and worries tend to live longer. They don't avoid stress. They just flow through it. When Elaine laughs with her grandchildren or smiles after spilling her tea, she's doing more than being cheerful. She's healing herself. Let's move to connection. Who do you talk to during the week? A neighbor? A friend? A loved one over the phone? Strong social ties, no matter how simple, are life-giving. Researchers from Harvard found that close relationships were just as important to longevity as not smoking. It's not about having 100 friends. It's about having someone to listen, someone to check on, someone who remembers your birthday. So if there's someone you haven't called in a while, maybe today is the day. Curiosity is another soft sign. Not school, not homework. Just the joy of learning something new. Elaine recently picked up a watercolor brush. No reason, just because she wanted to. And when she paints, her brain lights up. Science shows that even in our 70s and 80s, we can build new neural pathways. We can still grow, still change, still find wonder. And what about sleep? Not just how long you sleep, but how peacefully. Do you wake feeling rested? Do you give yourself time to unwind before bed? A healthy sleep rhythm protects your heart, calms your mind, supports your immune system. You don't need 8 perfect hours. You need a pattern that brings calm. A routine that tells your body you're safe, it's okay to rest. So far, we've touched on 5 gentle signs: how you walk, how you laugh, who you connect with, what you stay curious about, and how you rest. And soon, we'll explore 2 final truths, one about your inner strength, and one about your reason for being. But before we continue, just take a breath. Let this sink in. These are not tests, not challenges. These are quiet invitations from your body, reminding you that life, even now, can still be soft, still be full, still be beautiful. There's something quiet, almost invisible, that many people don't talk about, but it deeply shapes how long and how well we live. It's the ability to adapt, to adjust, to meet life's changes not with fear, but with softness. Elaine didn't plan to live alone. After her husband passed, the silence in the house was heavy. But over time, she found new routines, new peace. She started watering her plants every morning, learned how to fix her own tea kettle, even started writing little stories in a notebook. That gentle flexibility? It's called adaptive coping, and studies show it's a hidden strength. Older adults who adjust with grace, even through grief, live longer, healthier lives. They don't resist the new chapter. They shape it. Now, there's one more sign, and it might be the most powerful of all. It's not physical. It's not something doctors can measure, but it shows up quietly in people who live the longest with the most joy. It's purpose, a sense of meaning. Researchers followed thousands of older adults. They found that those who had a reason to get up in the morning, whether it was tending to a garden, volunteering, or simply being present for a grandchild, had lower risk of stroke, heart disease, even Alzheimer's. Elaine once said, "I don't have a big mission, but I have mornings, and that's enough." You see, purpose doesn't have to be loud. It can be a dog that waits by the door, a neighbor who smiles when you wave, a journal entry, a prayer, a whispered thank you. When you know why you wake, you live fuller, longer, wiser. So let's step back now. Think of everything we've explored together. Walking, laughter, connection, curiosity, rest, flexibility, and purpose. These are not rules, not boxes to check. They are invitations, gentle signs from within, that life still moves through you, that you are still becoming, still blooming, still very much alive. Elaine closes her photo album. She looks out the window again. Birds flutter by. Somewhere, a kettle whistles softly. And she smiles, not because everything is perfect, but because she has today. And for now, that's more than enough. Maybe you're sitting right now, just like Elaine was. Maybe you've asked yourself, how much time do I have left? Or what really matters now? These questions don't need fear. They need kindness. They need breath. They need time. Science shows us patterns. But the soul moves in its own rhythm. There's no formula for peace, no chart for meaning. But there are gentle reminders. A walk under trees, a kind phone call, a quiet afternoon nap, a memory that returns and brings warmth instead of ache. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not less than you were. If anything, you're more. You are made of every day you've lived, every laugh, every scar, every soft goodbye. That's not something to fear. That's something to bow to honor. You have lived, and you are still living. There are people who need your voice. There are moments waiting to be felt. There is still beauty that only your eyes will notice. And love, yes, love, that still has your name on it. Maybe your pace has slowed. Maybe your bones creak a little more. But maybe, just maybe, your heart has grown quieter, deeper, stronger. And that is a miracle. So take this as a whisper. From one soul to another. Your story is not over. The pages are still being written. And if you're reading this, listening to this, breathing in this moment, then today is not just another day. Today is a beginning. And beginnings, no matter when they come, are sacred. Take a breath. Let the light in. And walk forward, not quickly, not perfectly, but with grace. Because life is still loving you back. If this gentle journey touched something in you, if it reminded you that life still holds meaning, and if you'd like to walk with us again, slowly, softly, one insight at a time, then consider subscribing, not for numbers, not for noise, but to stay connected to a space that honors time, wisdom, and the beauty of growing older, together. Click that button, not as a task, but as a quiet promise to keep learning, living, and leaning into life.